Greetings, mortals. I am Shadow, the ultimate life form, and welcome to another live stream. We're gonna be chilling and answering whatever questions you guys have for me in the live stream chat. And we might go on VR chat maybe for a couple minutes, maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes. I don't know how long we're gonna be on for, bro. But if you guys do enjoy the live stream, you want to support the channel, feel free to donate via Super Chat, which allows you to donate to me through YouTube. All you have to do is click the little money icon you see there, allows you to chat, be able to donate to me. Every donation really helps out the channel, so please, you guys can donate. It really mean a lot. Also, guys, become a member of the channel. Become a member by clicking the join icon. Right the subscribe button, which gives you early access to videos before they come out. Without further ado, let's do the stream. Now, chat. We got a situation here. Nintendo Switch 2. It's really expensive. Dude, I don't know what to do anymore, bro. A tornado went through my stay last night. Aki, are you good, bro? Hey, yo, are you alive? I gotta know, bro. Are you alive? Can I keep your artwork if you get sucked up in the tornado? Does that mean end up in Wizard of Oz, bro? It's how I've only seen the movie. What? She got sucked up in a tornado and I don't know what I'm saying anymore, bro. What's up, chat, bro? I was just asleep. Oh, yeah, well, I'm about to go to sleep soon, but I thought I would do a stream for, like, what, another 30 minutes or so? See how that goes, right? Early stream. Yes, we're doing early stream today. So, guys, let's support the channel. Every donation made from this stream will go towards the Nintendo Switch 2. Please, chat. Megan, we gotta get that Switch 2, bro. We gotta get that Nintendo Switch 2, bro. Oh, my God. Freddy Fazbear 2 coming soon. Did you guys see the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer? That looks so good, bro. That Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer? Mwah. Muy bueno. That looked so good. Oh, Nintendo Treehouse is on right now. What are they revealing? Oh, they're revealing Nintendo Treehouse. Oh, they're revealing the new, what is it? Console game or whatever. Oh, man. Dude, the live stream chat on Nintendo Switch is spamming drop the prices. That's hilarious. Oh, man, that's hilarious, dude. VRV. How much coffee did you have? None. I'm really tired. It's nearly 3:30 a.m. for me. It's currently about to be 3 a.m., but I thought I would do a stream anyway. Really late because I hate my life. What is it? But, yeah, no, I thought it'd be cool. What is it? But I thought I would do a stream or so. I really wish Corey was still in the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. I'm sure we're gonna get Markiplier. Hello, everyone. My name is Markiplier. Dude, the toy animatronics look so good, bro. They cooked with those designs, bro. They look so good, chat. They cooked. They cooked with those toy animatronics. The Japan Switch 2 is only cheaper for some reason. I know. The city drop prices everywhere. Dude, I see that too on the live stream in the treehouse, dude. That's actually hilarious. What is it? Did you guys see the toy animatronics in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? They look so good. They cooked. Guys, they cooked with these designs, dude. Dude, look, bro. Look, bro. It's Toy Freddy. He looks so good. And Balloon Boy. Dude. That's insane. Balloon Boy looks so good in this, dude. It looks so good, man. They cooked with these designs, man. They look fantastic. I'm so excited for the FNAF, bro. Like I said, if you guys want to support the channel in any shape or form, feel free to donate via Super Chat. It really mean a lot. Blumhouse is not messing around with these movies. Yeah, I think they look really good. I'm very excited. I hope it's good. I liked the first FNAF movie. My only complaint is that I wish it was scarier. Hopefully, the second one will be a lot more scary and meet up with that. We'll just have to see. Now every hipper, every cow, hold tight to your others now. Barnum Brown is gaining down, has turned his bar. What do you think of Sonic Underground? I like Sonic Underground. Good show. It would have been a lot better if I was in it, though. Everything's better if I'm in it. Because I love myself so much. Bio, yes, I am okay, but I'm honored you want to keep my artwork. Well, artwork, smart work. Good art. I don't know the point I was trying to make for that. I thought it'd be cool. Do you want to play Sonic.EXE, the disaster on Roblox with me at any time? We should do a video on Sonic.EXE, the disaster. I should do that for a video. That'd be a lot of fun. Now every heifer, every cow, hold tight to your others now. Barnum Brown is getting down, has turned his bar. What is it? Say, Rose, do you have Discord? Bro's trying to hit on a girl in the live stream chat, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro's trying to pull the moves. Joe, sorry, pull the moves. He sees Rose and he's like, hey, I gotta make my move. I'm joking. I'm joking. Jokes. Yeah, because of this art. You're so cool. Thank you, Belle. Thank you. Big dubs in the chat. Chat, why do you keep staying up late? Because my sleep schedule is terrible and I'm doing nothing to fix it. But also because I kind of have to lock in on live streams and videos now, bro. Do you see how expensive that Nintendo Switch 2 is? Minecraft movie tomorrow. It came out today for me. I could watch it tomorrow. Do I want to watch it tomorrow? I don't want to watch it. Should I watch it tomorrow? I don't know if I want to watch it tomorrow. Should I watch it? I don't know if I want to watch it. I feel like I'll hate it. I feel like I'm going to hate it. I think I'm going to watch it. The reviews for it haven't been good. So I'm gonna suspect that it's not good. In my opinion, I don't think it's gonna be good. All right. What was it? Hey, Devontae with the $2 donation. Might give you some money to get that Switch. Love you. Thank you, Devontae. Big dubs, bro. Thank you. Big dubs. Big dubs. Big dubs. Nintendo has gotten. Yeah, dude. It's really expensive. But we gotta do content. Good chat. We'll raise some money on streams, and we'll get the Switch so we can do content on it. We gotta play that new Donkey Kong game on stream together. That's a new FNAF movie trailer too. I can't because it'll get copyrighted, but it's a good trailer. It looked very good. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I saw a really cool cosplay on Twitter right now. That's cool. Hell, why not? Yeah, dude. Like I said, guys, we're gonna get that Switch 2, and we're gonna do it. I think it's unironically gonna be funny, but very Gen Z humor. Dude, what are you talking about? The comedy in the movie's so peak, bro. An ender pearl. Those electro wings. Chicken jockey. Blades for days. This is a crafting table. Bro, did you see the new Snow White movie? I have not seen the new Snow White movie. I'm not gonna watch it. I just don't like. I just don't watch the Disney live action movies. That's it. It's just not, to be honest. What is that? What did I just get recommended on my? That's insane, bro. That's gross. I just saw something really gross. Daily streams. Chat, we're going to be doing daily streams so we can get that Switch 2, bro. We're going to get that Switch 2. That's the new donation goal, everybody. We're going to get that Nintendo Switch 2. Chicken jockey. What are the other things he says in the movie? An ender pearl. Was welcome to the overworld. Flint and steel. Movie's going to be so bad, bro. Did they make more Roblox movie part 4? Yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. Chicken jockey. Gotta grind to get that Switch 2. Like I said, chat, feel free to donate on the stream. We'll go get that Switch 2. We're gonna do it for videos. Flipped steel. Flipped steel. Especially since Australia is hella expensive. Yep. The Nintendo Switch. Man, how do you guys feel about the Switch 2? I have a lot of feelings about the Switch 2. My feelings are simply this. It's so expensive. I gotta wear my new dress yesterday. My outfit is awesome. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome, dude. Good, great. Won't be here for long. Currently not at home. Well, Emily, where are you then? Static, thank you for the $2 donation. Shall we react to? I probably will not. Well, we'll have to see. If I get enough requests for it, I'll check it out. Switch 2 is cool. Expensive. Hello, chat. Hey, what's up, Shadow.EXE VR? Welcome to the stream, bro. I'm excited, but yeah. I have to pay update Switch 1 games. Well, there's actually a good reason for it, Aki. It's because when the games are programmed, when the games were made, they were programmed to work on Switch 1. In order to get them to work properly on Switch 2, they have to recode the game from scratch. Meaning that they have to spend hours and a lot of money in order to do that. So it does unfortunately make sense that they will charge to upgrade. But some upgrades are free though. The only ones you have to pay for so far are the Kirby upgrade, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom, and Mario Party. The rest, there are free ones. So there's going to be a mixture of paid ones and free ones. I learned that Switch 1 controller is going to work with the Switch 2. Yeah, there's no point getting the Switch 2 Pro controller. You already have the Switch 1 Pro controller. Just use that. You just use that. I'm really excited for the Switch 2, man. But goddamn, goddamn, that price, that price is insane. I was shouting yesterday. A hurricane tried to eat me. You good, Axel? You good, bro? I'm seeing on the Nintendo Treehouse. It's literally just them spamming, drop the price. That's hilarious. That's insane. Now every hammer with the cow tied to you. Says me new Mario design. That price for the Switch 2 is crazy. I know, bro. It is crazy, dude. I don't know. It is what it is. Do you think you ever reach 1 million subscribers? Chat, if we reach 1 million subscribers, I'm gonna cry. I'm already gonna say that right now. We're close, chat. We're getting there. We are getting there. There's a shaggy something. Currently downloading Marvel Rivals at the moment, which we like. Hey, go Quiet. We gotta play games. Play games. We gotta play games. We gotta play games. We gotta play games. We gotta play games. Quiet. Quiet. Are you doing anything right now? Would you like to join as a co-host on the stream? Would you like to join as a co-host? Now every cow. Hold on to your my guy. Why are you typing over there? Something to a friend. Currently downloading Marvel Rivals at the moment. Heck yeah, bro. How is everyone in chat going? How's everyone in chat going? I hope everyone's doing well. I genuinely hope everyone's doing well. Toriyama's World Forever. Dang right. Dang right. Oh, we got first look at Mario Kart. Okay, cool. We got the first look at the title screen. And the carts. Okay, well, that makes sense. Alright, that's cool. Alright, got a new look at Mario Kart. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show that. Shout out to Amy play Marvel Rivals future videos. We'll probably do a stream. May you react to Sonic Prime out of context. That is a good point. Is that a video? Sonic Prime out of context. Sonic Prime out of context. There is a Sonic Prime out of context. If you get enough requests for it, I'd love to check it out. Aki, thank you so much for $5 donation. I know I said saving for vacation, but I can spare a bit to help you on your quest to obtain the Switch 2. My birthday's in a month. Yay, I'm old. Nah, thank you, Aki. Really appreciate it. We're going to do a special stream probably this weekend to help get that Switch 2, bro. We're going to do it. I believe in us. We can get that Switch 2. We got this, chat. I believe. We got this. We got to do it for the content. For the content. Man, dude, for the content. Are you doing okay since what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday? Oh, the hurricane. I'm good. That doesn't affect me. I'm in Australia. That won't affect me. Don't worry. I hope everyone else is doing okay. I had no idea it was like a tornado or like, what is it, hurricane? I have no idea. I don't keep up with that sort of stuff. Let's get down to business. How do you feel about Crossworlds? It looks really good. I'm very excited. It looks very good. I'm excited for both Mario Kart and Crossworlds, dude. Both games look insane, especially Mario Kart Worlds, man. That game looks insane. Exactly, Aki. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Aki. Watch Chow Tales. Oh, they released new Chow Tales, didn't they? Man, dude, Billie Eilish has a great voice. This goes to show that the blood you bleed is just the blood you owe. So good, dude. DK is what I can't wait for. That Donkey Kong game looks so good, dude. Did you see the FNAF trailer? Yes, I did. Chatos, they just released the first episode. Let me see. We can react to it today. My life, but life is far away from fair. Let me see. Where's Chow Tales at? I didn't get recommended it. I don't know why I didn't get recommended it. Am I accidentally unsubscribed to the Sonic channel? Let me have a look. Chow Tales. Oh, is it a short? Oh, no wonder why. It's a YouTube short. I don't get recommended this. Interesting. It's weird that they made it into a YouTube short, though. I thought that would be something that would like release as like an animated series on the channel. That's interesting. This is the first time in a while I've been scared of a storm. I hope you guys please stay safe, guys. Genuinely. Start storming around me. I didn't fall asleep. Really, stay safe, guys. I know it can get really crazy out there. I hope everyone there is okay. Please, guys, stay safe. Stay safe, guys. You guys got this. This is supposed to release chapters today. Ah, okay, that makes sense. There's a quiet. I'm not sure if I saw it on stream or not. I'm probably blind or something like that. But would you like to join as a co-host? Unless you're at work at the moment. And dude. Okay. There was a flood warning though. That's good, Aki. That's good. At least there was a warning. At least you guys are staying safe. I said sure. Oh, okay, cool. All right, guys, getting kawaii on the stream. All right, there you go, getting kawaii. I mean, Amy on stream. Amy, come and join. Oh, start crying. Aw, stay safe. Stay safe, Aki. Have you played the Batman Telltale series before?
Hello.
I should play it on the channel. Hello, kawaii. Welcome to the stream.
Hi.
Amy, yes, totally, Amy. Yeah, Amy's here.
Oh, right. Hi, everyone. Hi, it's Amy Rose here. Hi, I hope everyone's having a great Thursday or Friday.
Totally.
Yeah?
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, so them prices, especially in Australia. Ooh, gotta grind for it.
Shoot. I can't say that on YouTube. I was gonna jump off a cliff.
Yeah?
Jump off a cliff.
No, you're gonna politely see that window and have ideas. There you go.
Yeah, hi-ho. I'm gonna put
Oh
Amy
my
back on the
goodness.
Q&A screen and then just move the shadow image right here. Okay, cool. All right, Amy and Shadow are now framed together again on the Q&A segment. There we go.
Yeah! Get over here, bestie! Hi! What's going on?
Nothing much, chilling in the live streams, My birthday's on Sunday, 2017. Yo, congrats, Davey. Hope you have a good birthday, dude.
Ooh. Happy early birthday.
People are saying kawaii so much louder. Why does this always happen?
Why? Why? Should I turn down my mic? Hang on, let me see if I can put away my mic. Hold on, let me see. How about this, Chaz? Is this all right? Let me know, please. I don't want to be like an ear screecher to anyone else.
How's that now? Who's louder now?
Yeah.
I gotta know, chat. This is insane.
Yeah, who's louder? Is it this loudmouth or me?
Wow. I can't believe you would say that about me, bro. That hurts.
What? It's not your entire Shadow characters? What?
I don't know, bro. It's the power of the mic. I know, bro. She got that godlike mic.
I'm built differently. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Built different.
I know. Get on my level. Get on my level, Shadow. What is happening?
Yeah, so what about you? Are you gonna get this Nintendo Switch too?
Ask me that in 2 to 3 years.
For real, bro.
Oh my goodness. Unless I ask really, really nicely and I look over to my fiance, I'm like, hey.
I know.
So for Christmas.
Oh, bro had to flex that the fiance bit. Imagine finding love.
Wow. Wow. I mean, no. Imagine finding love in a hopeless place. I think I told you before. I think I told you before. I met my fiance like on PSN. So
that's hilarious. Still,
that's right?
The trick. I gotta go on PSN. It's really funny though. I did meet one of my closest IRL friends through Minecraft. It was really funny.
Oh, see, you can find bestie westies online. You can find
I don't know what was
potential
really funny.
romance.
I don't know how we met. It was really funny.
What did you guys do?
I was on I was on a Hypixel server with another friend, and then what is it? It was playing a game, right? And I was completely convinced that this person in the girl skin in Minecraft was a PDF file, right? Or it's either PDF or it's a guy or it's a dude, right? Because I'll tell you why. What happened? We started doing the random things like, hey, you want to add each other on Discord? You want to call? It's like, sure. We're doing it as a joke, right? Because you would go to random game lobbies and be like, hey, here's my Skype, add me, that sort of thing, right?
Right.
And then we were in a call, And then in the call, she was like, "Oh, guys, my microphone isn't working. I can't talk." And I'm like, "It's a dude. It's 100% a dude, bro. Like, it's 100% a dude for sure, right?" And I was gonna laugh if it was a dude, right? That would have been hilarious, right?
Yeah.
And it turned out it was a girl, and she lived like, what is it, like 10 or 15 minutes away, which is really funny.
Ooh.
So we're like,
Oh,
hey,
that's
hey,
pretty
hey, it's like,
cool.
you want to meet up at the city? Sure. And then me and like the friend, we met her in the city. It was really funny, and now we're good friends.
Aw, that's pretty cool. See, we need more stories like
That's
that.
really
Those are
funny. Guys,
actually
don't do what I did. That's setting a bad precedent. If you're gonna meet someone on the internet, make sure it's somebody you know and be safe. Do not do it with randoms you don't know. It's a terrible idea.
I mean, but didn't you go with a friend? I
Yeah,
mean,
but yeah,
still,
I
it's a
was with a friend when
big
it happened, you know, and we're good. I didn't get kidnapped or anything, so that was good at least.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah,
We got
don't
feet on
be
the ground.
like this guy over here.
No, I was with a friend. I was with a friend, so I was kind of safe in that regard. I was with a friend.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot Easter exists. Yeah, when is Easter? Easter date.
The 20th, I think. Is
I
it the
completely
20th
forgot.
or the
Not gonna lie, I
27th?
always forget Easter's a thing.
For me, I always confused it with March or April. I don't know.
I
Oh,
just
it's
forget
April
it
20
exists.
something. April 20 something. It's somewhere there. I think on a Sunday. It's always usually on a Sunday.
Born again. Boom.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. That's a nice story, Aki. Hi there, Silent. What's
What's
up?
up, Silent? Kawhi always throwing shade at Jules. That's the part of the friendship dynamic, you know?
Sure.
It's the part of the friendship dynamic. She flexes to me. She has
Yeah.
love, and I have nothing. Whee.
Wow.
Jokes. I'm actually happy, Chad. I'm just screwing around. I'm
Yeah,
pret-
that
I am just playing the loner. I am just playing the loner.
yeah, let me play with the world's smallest violin.
Oh, great. Now I hate you. Now I hate you.
Wow.
Now I
Why,
hate
thank
you.
you. Nah, you see, if I'm gonna throw shade at you, I might as well have some class, you know?
Yeah. Some
Oh my
class.
goodness. Yeah, some class. Let me see. Craft Mine update one. Everyone shout out to shout out. Wait, did they ever answer your question? Are you louder or am I louder? I
You're
don't even think
louder, but I
anyone
think it's better now, at least. At least nobody's talking about it anymore. So I'm going to assume it's better now.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, it's a skill issue.
I know, bro.
Nope.
I don't know, bro. I don't know why you're so loud.
I don't know either. Like, do I sound loud to you? Like,
Well, I mean,
oh my
yes,
goodness.
but I'm joking. Joking.
Oh my god. Purposely moves the mic closer
Oh,
just
wow.
to annoy you. Oh my goodness. No. All right, there we go. Now, so to answer SBO's question, aren't I at work? Funny thing was, I was. And then this beautiful thing that every woman goes through, a month happens. And it was so bad that I got sent home.
That's a bummer.
Um,
I'm really sorry about that.
it's all good. We see I'm built different.
You're
I
built
had to be
different.
excused. Yeah, so
Uh,
now I'm home and I was just cleaning. I sat down, ate breakfast, proper breakfast, because I don't think coffee was doing much.
nah, fair
Uh,
play.
yeah, and then I was just and then I sat down and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should download some games, maybe move some files from my gaming laptop to my PC. And then I saw you were on. I was like, oh dang, okay, let me go support the bro. And then here
Yeah.
I am.
Nah,
Hey,
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm half
yeah, no
asleep, but it's
problem.
okay. We'll continue doing the stream for a bit while, and then we'll probably end it. But I'm gonna keep streaming for another 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
fine
it's
with
already
me.
late. It's already late, but I want to do daily streams because Switch 2. Gotta do the Switch 2.
Yeah, gotta get them grind, gotta get them,
Gotta get that Switch
them
2.
goals.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh, by
god.
the way, guys, I might as well make the announcement here on stream. I was gonna do a community tab about it eventually anyway. I'm gonna be starting a podcast on the channel. I'm gonna be starting a podcast, like an actual podcast, not just a
Ooh.
random live stream show like the Get an AF podcast. No, I'm gonna launch a podcast this year on the channel. It's gonna be a very special podcast. I haven't decided on a name yet, but essentially the idea of the podcast is two things. I'm gonna be interviewing Sonic character channels, people that you guys know. But the thing about the live stream chat is we're gonna be unfiltered and completely honest about what it's like being a Sonic character channel. So I thought it'd be a very interesting podcast to do because you guys don't really know about the behind the scenes stuff or you know, what we might go through in our lives when we make this sort of stuff. So I thought it'd be really interesting to do a podcast where we're actually very open about it, explain how we've met, you know, people, that sort of thing, and how everything goes. I feel like that'd be very fun.
Ooh, it sounds really
Do
cool.
you like that idea,
It would
Corey?
I like it only because I feel like it will bring down some of those like parasocial norms that a lot of people tend to always like forget or are in danger of going into. So it's great that you're kind of interviewing character channels on like a level where you're trying to remind the audience at the end of the day they're human, you
Yeah.
know. So
Corin,
I
that's
like
funny
that.
you should say that. Infinite's going to be one of the first guests, the guy that was the Infinite channel. He's not doing the channel anymore, but he'll definitely be a guest, that's for sure. I'm going to interview Sonic at the channels. So you
Nice.
guys will actually know what it's like behind the scenes when we actually made these channels and know actual like secrets, not really secrets, but you
Yeah.
know, like you guys, we will be honest about it. We won't glaze it. We will be completely honest about it. Mental health, that sort of thing. I thought it'd be very interesting to talk about.
We won't sugarcoat it. We're
We,
gonna
we're not
rub
gonna
that salt into it.
we're not gonna sugarcoat it. The idea is that we'd be completely honest and open about everything that we do on the channels, and you know, I think it'd be very interesting.
Yeah.
We already have a confirmed guest member, but he's probably gonna be episode 2 or 3. It's Jolts for the movie Sonic channel. He's gonna be a guest. I told him about
Shout
the
out to Jolts.
I told him about the idea for the podcast like 2 days ago, and he's completely down for it. But he's not gonna be the first guest. I want to have the first guest be Dartbox, aka you know, I can't say his real name. I knew said his real name. Oh, that was close. Dartbox.
Oh, whoa,
So
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dartbox will be the first guest, aka Speedy Blue, and we'll be honest about what it was like when we started our YouTube channels and that sort of thing, and be honest. So you guys will actually know some background details that you guys never knew when we launched our channels.
Nice.
Andrew,
Nice.
thank you so much for the $5 donation. I'm going to be getting the Switch to myself, but the price of the game's ridiculous. But yeah, no, the games do look really good. Lightbox, thank you so much for the $7 donation. Big dubs in the chat for everybody that's donated so far, chat. And Sonic Right with the 5. Hey, Shadow and Amy, I hope you stay safe and awesome. 2 of my top 3 favorite Sonic characters. Hope you're okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you guys so much. And let's see. We are, you know, you're climbing up there. You're just count down those days until you can finally get your Switch.
Yeah, almost there. But yeah, no, chat. We'll bring on some special guests. The first guest is definitely going to be Darkbox, aka Speedy Blue, and then at that point, it's kind of whoever's available at that point. I really want to get. Oh, I cracked my neck. Oh,
Ooh,
that was a quick crack.
ouch.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I thought like it hurt the way you made it
Wait,
sound.
who's gonna interview Jules then? How am I gonna? Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. Hey, we're gonna be interviewing the person that does the Shadow channel, aka Jules. Hey, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, hey, welcome. Just want to say I'm a big fan of your work. Oh, thank you very much, man. When is Shadow of Time gonna come out?
No, chat. You see, I'm gonna
Next
go
question.
in.
Next
I'm
question.
Gonna, nah, I'm gonna be all. Here you go. Here you go. Here's a mirror. Okay, now you can talk. Talk to yourself.
I feel like that'd be for a funny stream though. Like, hey, when's Shadow of Time gonna come out? Jules. Well, why aren't you answering the
No,
question? Oh, what about your
no,
multiverse
just
series? Did you have an estimate when that will come out? Chaos Syndicate, the Fleetway Shadow arc, the other movie. Okay.
that's a good question. Say that.
Anyway, let's ignore those questions. We're gonna get those out of the
Yeah.
way.
Oh
But yeah, the
my
idea is
goodness.
that I'm still deciding how we do the podcast. I reckon we would either do it as 2 things. We'd either do it as a video that we upload as a premiere, so you guys can like talk in live stream chat. For it, and or in like we do it as a premiere, so we have a chat, or we do it as a live stream. The only reason why I'm not sure about it being a live stream is because we might talk about stuff that's too sensitive that we can't put in streams because we want to be
Oh.
fully honest about like what it's like being a character channel. Like just be honest and open with our feelings. 'Cause I feel like it'd be interesting for everyone to see because a lot of people don't see that aspect of these channels. So I feel like it'd be very interesting to actually like showcase that.
Right,
Shout out, I have a
right.
surprise for you. What's up, Cherry? You said you made artwork for me. I didn't see it on Twitter. Did you send it to me on Twitter or is it on your channel, Cherry?
Why don't you play Hollow Knight? I've heard good things about
I
Hollow
want to
Knight.
play Hollow Knight. I have it, but I just haven't played it yet. I'm gonna play
You
it eventually.
should play it. Maybe on one of your like, I don't know, late night live streams, like before you go to bed, or I don't know, or before you go off somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just an idea. You don't have to.
Jules, why did you think that SB has a thing for me? I was joking. I wasn't being serious. Twitter, I mentioned you.
Uh,
Can you send it again? Because I see. Wait, is that it? Is that it? Is that it? I need to look, Cherry, because I didn't see it. If you add me, I didn't see it. Let me have a look. I'm scrolling through. I don't see anything. Okay.
it could be Twitter just kind of glitching because it's happened to me before where I post something and
Oh, I
it'll
see
take.
it. I love it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't, for some reason, just wasn't appearing on my timeline. Thank you very much. It's Shadow with glasses. That's adorable. Thank you very much. Here you go. He's the artwork. Shadow with glasses. Thank you so much, Cherry. And I also, Emily said in the
Aw.
chat, I loved the glasses artwork. That looked great. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Now, we should make a Minecraft multiplayer realm.
Oh, let me see.
Then you got two podcasts as premieres to avoid the too classified details. Then I'll have to see because I kind of also want to do it as a live stream. I feel like it'd be fun.
We should.
Yeah, because I feel like then we can go for a really long time. Whereas if we do a recording, we'll only have like a set amount of time to do it. Whereas if we do a live stream, we can just ramble and ramble.
Yeah, we're just waffling.
Yeah.
At this
So
point.
yeah. So it was what's the easiest to send you emotes? Because I made some more emotes for members. Wait, that's sick, Aki. Add me on Twitter about it. If you have Twitter, add me on Twitter. True love in your life, just like everybody else. Thank you, Jess. Really means a lot. Thank you.
Let's see. Has never thought about this. What defining feature would Simp Shadow have? Oh, okay.
Well, he's supposed to look the same though, because the universe that me and Dartbox are in, like the people call the Simp universe. I don't know what's called, to be honest. Called the YouTube universe, I guess. What is it? We just look the exact same as our regular characters. Like, there's nothing distinct. It's just like the characters, and that's it. The only difference being is that the characters are older, not visually, but they are older. The only characters that are obviously still kids are like Tails and Cream because they're obviously kids.
Oh yeah.
But the other characters in our continuity, they're all adults. They're all adults at this point.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
That's the idea essentially. I'm glad you're doing a podcast. Who else are you going to interview besides Starbucks and Blue Jolts? I'm going to interview the guy that did the Infinite channel. You guys remember the Infinite channel? He was in the Minecraft series. I'm going to bring him on. Definitely also going to bring Zeno on as well. And just keep on adding more guests as it goes along. Do something interesting. Definitely, Ganon, a.k.a. Ganvius. I'm definitely going to have him on because him and Dartbox, a.k.a. Speedy Blue, are pivotal to where the channel is at today. So I feel like it'd be very interesting if we do a podcast with either both of them or each other and be open about it. Because I feel like Ganvius, because he's doesn't do Knuckles much anymore. I feel like it'd be really interesting to see what he thinks about this sort of thing. Like, get his insight.
That'd be a good way. I like that idea.
Yeah.
And it'd be funny to bring the Knuckles back, at least to see the person behind the Knuckles.
Yeah, and we'd be honest about what it's like to be our channels and be interesting.
All right.
And then be a good time to just, chill and chat. It'd be fun. If you, how on earth am I going to make fan art of Sim Shadow if he looks exactly the same? Easy. He's just Shadow. There you go. That's the artwork. I mean, I don't know. You could give him a YouTube headset, I guess. I don't know.
Or you could just tag Jules over here.
Yeah. Now every minute winning hell, hold tight to your others now. Barnum Brown is getting down, has turned this bar, fucking town.
What's up, Shadow and Amy? The ceiling. Or at least where I'm at. But I'm alright. Let's see. I'm alright for the most part.
Yeah. Shadow's ageless. No, in our continuity, everybody's an adult besides Cream and Tails, because they're obviously children. It's just Shadow with a Fleaway form. Which, by the way, chat, I forgot I was gonna do. You guys will see it tomorrow. We'll see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll do a post about it tomorrow.
Oh.
They're not gonna know what it is. They're gonna have to see.
Ooh, okay. All right. Make sure the notification bells are on, you guys.
Yeah.
Please, because YouTube is notorious for sending very, very late notifications. Like I feel bad sometimes. Like sometimes I'll see you post something on your community post, but I'll get notified saying, "Oh, look at what he just posted, like right now, like a millisecond ago."
Yeah.
And I click on it, and it said you posted it 11 hours ago. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
What
goodness.
time is it on your end, Jules? 3:28 a.m.
You really gotta sleep.
No, the reason why is I'm going away next month anyway. So the idea is that I would fix my by going away, I fix my sleep schedule while I'm away. Like it resets during when I'm away.
Ooh, off more traveling, I see.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be uploading, by the way, guys. So that's not gonna change. Just keep that in mind. The uploads and live streams aren't gonna change. It's just I'm gonna be traveling.
Nice, nice, nice.
It's this one, Kawaii.
All right. Ooh, lucky.
Yeah, we were very lucky. There was a limited time deal for like only a couple hours, and we got it immediately and barely paid anything for it. It's really cheap. I didn't catch 20. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Kawaii. Yeah, so kind of last minute, but you know we're kind of like, oh my god, we got it's really cheap. You know what I mean? We're not gonna pass that opportunity. Kawaii. I don't know if you're talking, Kawaii. I can't hear you anymore. Look, I also want to say something to people. They're doing these things. I don't know what happened with Kawhi's microphone. But I've been seeing some people, and I'm very curious what people think about this, right? People are talking about how Sonic character channels, what is it? People don't find them fun, or how do I put it? They believe Sonic character channels are, quote unquote, dying. Well, that's also completely wrong. I completely disagree with that. It's just, you know, content constantly changes on the platform. You know, sometimes content has to stay the same, but also, what is it? Sonic character channels are far from, you know, going away. You know what I mean? Like, look how good, you know, Jolt's movie Sonic is doing. His channel is growing amazingly. The Sonic character channels aren't going to be going anywhere anytime soon. I don't understand what people are saying by that sort of thing. You know what I mean? I think it's people that just have grown out of the content, or, you know, this is new people. You know what I mean? The Kawaii did it. Yeah, I just don't agree. I just don't agree with that sentiment, to be honest. I hate my metal bones, my bones and ears creeping. Oh, there you go. You're back. What happened?
I think that was Discord
Oh,
because
okay,
my
weird.
my audio. I was even using Audacity earlier. My Audacity was able to pick everything up. So I'm like,
That's
Discord.
weird.
No,
Yeah.
I've been having that issue. And literally the quickest fix is restarting the app or restarting Discord, and then it just magically works. Isn't
Yeah.
that funny? Isn't that so
That is
great?
really funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I'm here. I was actually talking, you know. I was like, "Oh no." Oh, it's okay. It's all good. Let me see. Kawaii deaded? Really? Is that what you said?
Kawaii did it. They're saying a lot of people are falling off. Very nice to hear. Nah, bro, that's not true. That is completely not true. Look how good movie Sonic's doing, bro. Look at Sonic and Amy Squad, bro. They are thriving right
I was
now.
gonna, I was gonna say.
They're thriving. I don't know what those people are on about, bro. A lot of people that make
Yeah.
this stuff also don't know what happens behind the scenes. Like, people work really hard to get this stuff, you know? We work really hard behind the scenes.
Yeah. And especially it might be like a good insight for folks that are trying to get into character channels or whatnot. It
Yeah,
doesn't even have to be Sonic related. It's just character
yeah,
channels in
that's just how it
general.
is. A lot of people just don't understand
Yeah.
when it comes to creating YouTube channels. People will lose interest in your content, and then new people come in. It's how it is. It's a cycle. You know what I mean? Like the fans I had in 2019 aren't the same group of people I have now. For example, right? People come and go, and when people actually say, like, oh yeah, they don't really like this stuff, or they don't watch this stuff anymore, they've just grown out of it, and you know, more people come in. That's just how it is. That's the cycle of YouTube. Like, do you still watch the same YouTubers you watched 5 to 10 years ago? No, you know what I mean? That just happens. You know, you go lose interest, you look at other stuff. That's how it is. That's YouTube. You know what I mean? This is how
Yeah.
it is.
Mm.
I think a lot
No,
of
that's
people
real.
misconstrued that for quote unquote falling off, and I don't think that's accurate at all.
Yeah, no. Unless you got yourself into some deep waters, that's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah, exactly. OG fan here. Let's
Mm.
go. Let's go, bro. That's like also doing
Yeah,
very well.
I
See, Sonic
remember.
character content is not going away, bro. These people are just growing out of it. That's all it is, dude. You can't just make claims like that. It's not how it is.
Mhm. It's like it's an opinion,
It's an
but it's
opinion.
not
Yeah.
considered.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's
It's
not
not. It's
considered
it's
like
not factual.
a
Look how
fact.
good Sonic and Amy Squad's doing though. They're about to reach 2 mil. They're the biggest Sonic actor channel.
Bro, I'm still like I haven't even done anything. I'm still getting subs, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like I'm not like guys. I kid you not. Like it's more. Plus, it's not just VR chat videos. It's just content in general. It could be you making art. It can be you making some shorts. It can be even like a plushy version of the whatever sort. As
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
as it brings entertainment to folks, that's what people go for.
At the
So.
end of the day, if you can entertain someone, that's what matters at the end of the day, and that should always be the focus, not maintaining relevancy or something like that. You have to make the stuff you like.
Right. Mhm. Which speaking of, I still need to finish like half of my project. Oh, I have so much to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Uh, yeah. But we're busy bees. We're the amount of scheduling is insane too.
Yeah.
uh,
Like I said, a lot of people that make
alright.
these claims about the YouTube stuff actually don't understand the work that goes into it behind the scenes. All of us work really hard to do this sort of thing.
Yeah, or even if you're participating in like helping out,
Exactly.
or showing up in another channel or whatnot, that's also a lot of work. It's not just like half, half budding or anything like that. So
It's like, what is it? A YouTuber said it best. I remember it was DB Geek. DB Geek said it best. I remember I saw it on a tweet he made, but it's also very true. And we're very privileged to do this as a living, as a job, right? And also, like, anyone that says this is harder than a 9 to 5 job, they're really stupid, right? I think that's really dumb of them to say. However, the point that I agreed with him on is this, that, like, it's a very, like, privileged job to have, but it also goes for the same thing as any other job. You have to work
yeah,
really hard for it. That's just how it is. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's just how it is. Yeah,
No,
a lot of work goes into the stuff.
it's true. Cause like I think I always joke around with like my group of friends where it's like, what do I do on a day? I go to work. What do I do when I get home? I go to work. I
Wow.
work when
I
I'm at
gotta
work,
work
and
on
I work
those
when I
VR
get
chat
home.
videos.
Yeah, I gotta work on them dubs. I gotta work on them art commissions. I am working, but guess what? There's one where it's like I have to work because it's IRL living stuff.
Yeah.
It's not where I wanted to be, but it's like a decent job. But then when I get home, as much as I call it work, it's also something I enjoy doing. I enjoy helping out. So
Yeah. And Aki, wonderful advice from your mother. I'm joking. Nah, that's terrible.
wow. Oh my god.
But yeah, that
People.
again, guys, like I said, that's how it is. If you want anything in life, you gotta work hard for it. That's just how it is. We can't all be the Harry
Yeah.
Potter kids and just chosen off the street one day and be like, hey, you want to be the head of a successful $1 billion franchise? Okay.
Man, imagine.
Imagine. Which chose me, bro.
Man. Wow. I think everyone wishes. Or
All
like
right.
I think the best form of achievement also is that knowing and being able to look back and knowing that you got yourself there. I mean, obviously with some help or people helping you support you to get up there, but it's the fact that you did it on your own without any of that, like, oh, well, my father is no, you did that on your own and with some help. So
Yeah.
I like that.
And the worst part is about what is it? These channels is you meet like people that have these giant egos or try to be this macho guy. Like I'm popular, so I'm better than you, for example, right? They try to compare views. Like
Yeah.
was it YouTube videos like comparing views, being like, oh, my version of this video got more views than you. I'm like, well, who cares, bro? Did you have fun making the video? Is that's what
That
matters at the
I
end of the day.
mean, yeah,
If you
that
if
should be the $1 million
if
question.
you make content out of malicious intent, then you're not having fun. You're just an a-hole.
Yeah.
That's just not how it is, bro. There are a lot of people like that in the community that have egos like that, and it's just ridiculous. Just have fun. That's all it is. Doing this stuff is fun.
Yeah. It like really sets me off because I've met several like since I've joined the community like 2 to 3 years ago. I've met like so many people. I met many people, and I met like certain few that are very like a little bit full of themselves, and it's like,
Yep.
oof. All right, I'm a vibe on my own.
Yeah.
As I'm all good.
It's important to treat every one of your viewers with respect because we wouldn't be where we are right now without all you guys supporting the channel. And that's why when I was younger, when I started doing this channel, I made a promise to myself that I would interact with you guys as much as I can because I want to show my appreciation to you guys. That's the reason why, you know. That's the thing, right? You got to show that appreciation. If you're just stuck up and always rude to fans, then what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Yep.
What are you doing? You learn
Oh,
nothing without these people. Treat them with respect, bro.
yeah. Also, happy birthday to H2O
Happy
Hockey.
birthday, dude.
Yeah. Feliz cumpleaños, tanjobi omedetou gozaimasu. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna just step to the left a bit. Yeah, right. Like I'm with silent on that. I'm just gonna go that way. I'm gonna vibe on my own and still appreciate what I do.
Yeah.
So,
If I can give you guys a
mhm.
piece of advice, like a genuine piece of advice when it comes to ego, is people use egos wrong. The people use egos wrong. I'll tell you the reason why, right? I
Mhm.
disagree with people that saying that you shouldn't have an ego because that's not how humankind works. By definition, all of us have an ego to some degree, right?
All
All of us
right.
have an ego. That's just a thing that humans are just born with. We are people that thrive on conflict. That's an animalistic nature. You know what I mean?
Right.
And everyone has an ego of some kind, right? The trick is
Mm.
not using those ego to prove you're better than everyone. You have to use that ego to fuel your work. That's
Oh
what you have
yeah,
to
it's
do.
like a sense. It's like a sense of drive,
Yeah. When
kind
you
of
have an
thing.
ego, when you know you can make, like, say, for example, you're doing a drawing. Your ego is that you know you can make a good drawing. So do it. Make a good drawing. You know what I mean?
Oh
You can
yeah.
write a great script, right? If you know you can write a great script, then do it. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by the ego. People use the ego to prove they're better than others, but no, use your ego to fuel your own work. If you know you can make something that good, then make it. That's the thing. You have to use your ego for that reason. Because if you use your ego to prove you're better than other people, then you're stupid. You're stupid. That's not how it is.
Yeah, like keep on cooking, guys. Keep on cooking, but use your actual like ego as a drive to keep cooking.
Yes, use your ego as your drive. You to weaponize your own ego to fuel your work. That's the secret. That's how you do it. If you know you can get good views on this thing, you know you can get that job or whatever. Do that. You know you got it. You know.
No.
Yeah.
My ego is if I can make my drawing actually look somewhat like Shadow, then I've done my job. I'm with you on that, and I understand you from an artist perspective, Aki. Because like sometimes like as much as people are like, oh my god, like you're able to draw characters so like really easily, in the back of my mind I'm like, oh girly, the amount of times I had to press undo, the amount of times I had to put like 8 layers before I got the right line down, like it takes hard work and dedication, but it's that ego or that drive that you know you can do better, you know you can you have your way of actually bringing it to life. That's what I
Yeah.
like about it.
Exactly. For
So,
context, Chad, this is the type of topics we would be talking about in the Sonic Character Channel podcast that I talked about. This is the type of thing we talk about, like going in depth about stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were just practice, this is just a trial.
This is a trial run, trial run, trial run.
Yeah, trial.
If you guys have any honest questions you want to ask about YouTube or just like, anything at all, let us know in chat and I'd love to answer.
Right. Oh yeah, Amy, would you like to share your birthday present with the stream? Well, I received some birthday presents. I don't know what you mean. Which one? Let me see here. Let me see. I'm also cooking my. No, I mean, keep on cooking, guys. I guarantee you, the more practice makes perfect as well. Also, I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
Because I think I mentioned it here, but my Amy voice did not sound like the same Amy voice as it did 2 to 3 years ago. I just kept practicing. I kept emphasizing. I kept reading. I kept singing certain karaoke songs. And I got to where I am more satisfied with my Amy voice than I was 2 years ago. It's always gonna start
Heck
cringy at
yeah.
first.
That's how it should
It
be.
always like Jules, if you look back to your earlier videos, don't tell me you do not feel a little bit of like cringe, back, you know, like compared to how you are right now.
Well,
How
kinda.
how you
I sounded more like Shadow back then. But no. It's like, yeah. No, I find it cringe because like I can easily tell my voice is too deep, and I'm like, oh, why was I thinking? Why did I think that sounded good?
Yeah, but it was like, that ego, it was that sense of like drive that you can do better. You can bring back you
Yeah,
can
you
bring
just
not back.
naturally
You
improve over time. That's just how it is. You naturally improve over time.
exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Amy, how did you learn to draw kawaii? Oh, that's a good question. I actually, according to my mother, I actually started drawing when I first learned how to pick up a pen. I used to draw portraits, like really sloppy sketches of people when I was 5 years old.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's nice.
yeah, yeah. I'd have to look for it, but I know my mom sent me a old photo. Apparently, I drew it when I was 5 years old of my grandpa, and I was like, I was 5 when I drew this.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. And plus, I used to love watching anime. So Pokemon, OGs. I'm sorry, I love Pokemon. I watched other animes as well. I watched Sailor Moon. I've watched certain like just even American animation here and there. And I was just so intrigued, and I would always pause my VHS. Yes, I'm that old. I would always pause my VHS tapes and would always look at the
Ah,
still frames.
VHS. Ah, good old times.
Yeah, and I would kind of like study on my own without really realizing it, because then I would look at it and I would say to myself, I can probably draw that. And then I would end up doing so many testing and trials. And I've gone to this was before I even went to art class. So I basically self-taught myself how to do art here and there. And I kind of learned new skills when I went to an arts academy in middle school. And yeah, and then when I took some private art lessons here and there. And
That's
now I'm
nice.
I'm still currently learning digital art. So there's always some room to improve. I keep myself like an open mind,
Yeah,
acknowledging that there's always room for improvement. There's always room for enhancing. And yeah, just keep doing what you guys can do. If you guys are interested in art, I'm sure you guys will flourish it over time.
exactly. It's practice.
Oh yeah.
The advice I was taught on how to draw is you have to learn three simple things. One, you have to learn how to draw shapes. Number two, you got to learn how to manipulate those shapes. And no, sorry, no, sorry. You have to learn how to draw shapes, right? You have to
Yeah.
learn how to manipulate shapes. You have to learn how light hits an object, and you have to learn color theory. Learn those four things you know how to draw, because all drawings are shapes.
Oh yeah. Color theory. That's
Yeah.
my least favorite.
Like I know drawing seems complicated, but that's literally all it is. If you can learn how to like draw shapes and then manipulate those shapes, then learn how light hits an object, and then learn color theory, then that's how you learn how to draw. It's like that.
Mhm.
It really is. The issue is that you have to keep it up. You have to keep on drawing, or else you'll lose that ability.
Yeah.
This is how it is.
Yeah, I was talking about your birthday video that me and Amy made for you. Oh yeah, no, I appreciated that. I think I posted on my community post. Again, thank you guys so much. I was not expecting you guys to make me a Shadini video for my birthday. Thank you. Let's see. For real, my drawing starts as a circle and ends with an emo hedgehog.
Yeah, that's all drawings are. It's just shapes. It's just shapes.
It is. It is. But you guys want to know something really funny? I find funny. So out of all the hedgehogs, I still find Sonic the most difficult for me to draw.
But he's like the basis. He's like the basis for
I
the
know,
hedge.
but no, you don't understand. So see, with Shadow, he has like these kinds of linear lines that sets him apart from the other hedgehogs, right? Like he has that like uh how do I put this? Like a weird his quills go down, but then they go up, but you can stylize them, but you can tell that's Shadow. With Silver, you have to draw like 2 long quills in the back, and then like a special leaf on his forehead, and then that's his quills. For
I would love to
Sonic,
see that, Aki.
as
Thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
and no, it's okay. And for Sonic, his is so simple. It my uh excuse my language. My perfectionism or OCD keeps looking at it or overlooking at it and is like, how are you messing up such a simple quill? I can never get his quills right. I can't get his eyebrows right. I don't know why, even though it is such a simple thing. It's easier for me to draw very complicated things rather than something so simple.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's just me with Sonic. But I could draw him. I could. It's just out of all the hedgehogs, he is the most difficult for me to draw.
Yeah.
All
Simple
right,
is the
let's
new
see.
complex. That's always been the case.
Yeah. Let me see.
It's like people can criticize bad writing and everything in a story all they want. Everyone's jealous of that to a degree, right? Then when you actually when you actually write something, you realize how difficult it actually is.
Oh yeah. Like with the details, how detailed are you gonna be? How focused are you gonna be on certain scenes? Which scenes are you gonna emphasize? What kind of dialogues do the characters exchange? What kind of
I
internal
cannot stress this
dialogue?
enough. When I've been writing for my cinematic projects, the one thing I have learned is a nightmare to do. Is simply you have the
Yeah.
story in your head, you know the details of it, but it's filling in those blank spots, being like, how did they get from this to that, or what happens in this scene in
Yeah.
particular. That's my biggest issue.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like saying something and then actually doing it are two completely different things.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I agree. 100% agree. I've tried writing before. Um, no, not in English class. I mean, obviously, yes, but no, I mean like actually like creatively writing or writing your own AU and stuff. But it is actually very hard. It makes me like lose interest, and I prefer just expressing it through my art rather than
Nah, that's
writing.
valid. That's
And
your way of expressing your, your creativity.
yeah,
That's the fun part.
creativity. Yeah, so to me, I actually give kudos to writers out there. Like I can never, but I give kudos to you guys. I can't. Let me see here. Uh Writing is hard even when you want it to be simple. Yeah, I know. Same. Same with art. I like sometimes I see the most detailed art and it'll have like least amount of views or likes, but I'll see the most simple doodle and that has the most views and
See,
watch or like likes. And I find that very, very complex, but I actually enjoy that. I do enjoy the different dynamics and different takes that people have when it comes to liking a certain detailed art and liking just simplistic art. So
yeah. What is it? Does making comics count as writing? Yeah, it does.
yeah, because you gotta do storyboards, right? You
Yeah.
have to technically count that as storyboard.
I'm a very weird filmmaker in the sense that when I do stuff and I've done projects in the past, I actually don't like storyboarding. I'm actually one of those people.
Oh, you're one of those people.
I'm one of those people where
Yeah.
on the fly I work better.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, like once you get an idea, you have to write it down, or you have
Usually
it'll
when I
stay with
plan things, it's
you.
usually always worse than when I'm doing it on the fly.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's always been my issue. Like when it comes to a lot of storyboarding for visual stuff, I always come up with it on the spot as opposed to. I mean, I have shots in mind, but you know what I mean. Like when I'm actually filming it, something could change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear you. Um, no, for me, I have to write it down. Otherwise, my motivation is lost, or I forget, and that's really bothers me. Like I'll have a really good idea, and if I don't write it down, I forget about it, and then it just comes back to me in bits and
Oh,
pieces,
see,
and it might not be like that.
my issue is I remember. I remember the details, but there's one thing I can never remember from when I come up with something.
Which one? Or
My
what is it?
dialogue.
Ah, okay. See,
That's the
that's
one.
also valid.
That's the one bit I can't remember. I can remember the bits of the story. I'm really good when it comes to remembering my stories. It's literally just the dialogue that I've come up with those scenes. If I haven't written them down, then they're gone. They lost the time.
Right.
They lost the time. Like it's actually Joe over. They're gone.
No. I don't know, like there's always pros and cons to each once you have
Yeah.
an idea, but uh I just it sucks too cuz like imagine like I'm working and I'm literally on autopilot and I have an idea. I have this idea and I have to put it on paper. If I don't or if I don't send it to myself on like a thread on Discord or somewhere where I can write it and see it later on, no, I'm going to forget and then I won't remember it till like 5 months later. Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah. Silent D Productions. Here's a question for everyone. What's the longest you've taken on a project? Easy. Every project I'm making for the channel right now. But like ones that are in like active development, it's currently Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog. That's the most committed I've been to a project so far.
All right. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Then after that, it will be Edge of Time or the Chaos Syndicate. I'm kind of switching between those two. By the way, Chad, I forgot to mention. I'm gonna make an announcement about this on my community tab, but I'll say it on live stream anyway. I'm changing the title of my multiverse series. I'm changing the title because the title that I had for it was always a placeholder title until I figured out a name. And this one's just really simple. I don't know why I never thought about making this the series title.
Mm-hmm.
So the multiverse series, which is originally called Shadow's Multiverse Adventure, is gonna be officially called. I'm gonna make an announcement about it soon. Shadow into the Shadowverse. I feel like that's a more fitting name.
Mm.
I
All
don't know.
right.
I think that name works better. Like, what do you think, Kawaii? What do you like better, Shadow's Multiverse Adventure or Shadow into the Shadowverse?
Uh, I like them both though. That's the thing.
I don't
Because
know. I have to figure it out.
Shadow into the Shadowverse already gives me the hint that you're gonna, Shadowverse.
The Shadowverse,
Just reminds, yeah, like it just
or
reminds you of like
I
the
could call it, or I
Spider-Verse.
could call it Shadow into the Sonicverse or something.
I mean, it could be that too, but
I don't know. I still have to figure
then
out a
again,
name.
I might be biased. You're talking to someone that likes Shadow the Hedgehog, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to figure it out. An official name for the multiverse series won't officially be a thing until it actually starts production and starts coming out. That's the only time we'll have an official decided name. That's the one I'm workshopping right now. This is
Yeah.
fun. I got a business delay. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for the $2 donation. Have a good one, dude.
Thank you. Call it Team Shadow. I mean, I think he means the title.
Sounds more like a Spider-Man
Oh.
series. Yeah, that's the point. It's inspired by it. It's inspired by it.
Yeah.
That's the point.
You know what? No, I take my answer back. I prefer the Shadowverse.
Yeah.
Again, this is just biased me, so.
Yeah. No, that's the point, chat. It's supposed to be it's obviously inspired by Spider-Verse. I don't mind having that be the title.
Hmm.
Never forget. And I am into you.
Someone asked you, have you seen the whole Sonic.EXE series?
No, I have not because I watched the first 3 episodes and I hated it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I watched the dub, so I'm pretty sure my opinion would change if I watched the sub because I know it's very different.
Oh yeah, no, definitely watch the sub version instead.
Yeah, I remember the first episode. I liked 5 minutes of it. It's weird. I liked everything up until they went to Earth.
Oh wow.
Yep. And Dawn of Shadows. I mean, Dawn of Shadows is cool, but that's not really like a multiverse name, though. That's the thing. I still need to figure it out. The multiverse. I think I mentioned this before in one stream. I can't remember. I was only. Kawhi, you're one of the only people that knows the full story of my multiverse series. Well, at least the basic idea of it. Oh, Kawhi died again. Sense of responsibility. What is it? Shadow into the Doomverse. But the problem is Black Doom is not really in my multiverse series, though. He's not the focus. Hello, Kawaii.
Hi.
Hello.
I really dislike Discord right now. I really dislike Discord. I don't know why it's been doing that. I'll have to check my settings again because I notice my PC goes to sleep a lot quicker than it did to my laptop. So
That's
I'm probably
interesting.
sure every time it goes to sleep mode, it it tells Discord, okay, she's asleep now. Like we don't
Yeah.
need, we can cut off her audio now. But I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, no, I'm sorry about that.
No,
No,
you're
but I
fine.
was listening. Yeah, but I was listening. I still am honored, and I'm still geeking over how you're gonna make it turn into fruition, your script and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The multiverse series will come out eventually, guys. Don't worry. It will come out eventually. Just gotta give it time.
Yeah.
Time. Time. A lot of time. A lot of time. A lot of time.
And that's fine. Oh, which is another good tip too, mind you. Always go at your own pace, guys. I know like time is never really on everyone's side, but just go on your time. If there's things going on, handle those things.
Yeah.
Um, there really is no deadline. The only person giving the deadline is the person that wants to have like a goal of when to finish it. But it's totally okay if you have to delay it. It's totally okay, because again, stuff happens, and it's not like you're not gonna put as much effort as you are, or you're not gonna put as much effort if you shorten the time, or if you
Yeah.
try to hurry yourself up. Go at your own pace. That's an advice I'd rather give to everyone. Like there really is no rush.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
be real.
god, dude. The Nintendo
Yeah,
Treehouse is still dropped the price. That's
I
hilarious.
I don't know what to say.
I
Like,
don't know what they expected, to be honest.
like I'm
Sure.
still more or less upset about the prices of the games
No, that's what they're
themselves.
talking about for games. I
Then
I
yes, I think they should.
I really hope that Nintendo sees that because it's been everywhere. Where's Paramount
I
released?
hope so too. Let's
Oh, the
see.
the Naked Gun reboot.
Oh,
Yeah, they just revealed the trailer for it.
I'll have to give that a watch. There's so many things I have to like. I
Yeah.
have on like my watch later. I still need to watch it. All right. Let me see what's going on in the comments here because I need to check my settings while we're doing this. I saw the Switch 2. Agreed. Nintendo is taking advantage of its cult following. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you guys. Uh,
Yeah.
let's not type the same question.
All right, Chad. We'll end the stream in 5 minutes or so. I'm starting to fall asleep.
Yay, but also, yeah, you need to fix up your sleep. Especially,
Yeah.
I understand why, because of like your trip. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, have you ever had like a really bad jet lag? I've been wanting to ask that.
Oh yeah. The last time I went overseas, when I was in UK, the one where I visited
Ooh.
Cisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
How long
horrible
did it
jet lag.
take? How long did
It
it take
took
until you got back?
me a week to get back to Australian time zones.
Oof.
It was
Oof.
bad, dude. Like it was really bad for me. I adjusted really terribly because I tried doing the thing. Because the problem is, for you Americans and then for me in Australia, right? When it's nighttime for you guys, it's morning for me. When it's nighttime for me, it's morning for you guys. Imagine someone like that trying to adjust to it. And the most screwed up part of it all is that Australia is one day ahead of you guys. For me, it's the fourth right now. For you guys, it's the third. So not only do you have to get used to the fact that you're in a completely different time zone with a completely different weather system, you're also there a day behind essentially. And then when you go back to where you live, you're going back a day forward.
Yeah.
It's so confusing. It sucks, dude. That's the only bad
Yeah.
jet lag I've experienced because places like Japan, you don't have to worry because it's already what is it, 1 to 2 hours behind Australia's anyway. Um, what is it? Yeah, Hong Kong, same thing. It's literally just going to a place like America or the UK.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's how it was when I went to travel overseas to which is weird cuz when I went to China, that's when I had like a jet lag, but it wasn't as bad as when I went to when I went to Japan, I remember I came home and I was sleep deprived because I think Batman, The Dark Knight was coming out, and my friends and
Oh
I,
yeah.
yeah. So
little,
my
little,
friends were like,
little,
"Oh my
little
gosh."
did you know you're about to see like one of the best movies ever made.
No, but here's the thing. You don't understand, Jules. Like I get home, all I want to do is just talk about my adventure and then go to sleep. But my thing is, as soon as I get home, I do not even go to sleep because my bestie Westies at the time were like, "Hey yo, Kawaii. So, the movie is gonna drop today. Are we gonna go in like 6 hours to the midnight premiere?" And I'm like, I just came back. What is happening? And they're like,
Uh,
"No, you got this. You got this." So they actually bought me a ticket, even though I said I was not gonna go. They came over to my house and basically took me there anyways. Um, I was so sleep deprived. I don't know. I feel bad because they bought me a ticket. And I remember falling asleep like
aw.
80% of the video, 80% of the movie. Not that the movie isn't good. It is good because I ended up watching it afterwards, like again. But it just sucks because at the time I'm dealing with jet lag and I am sleeping. They had to like slap my cheek
Wow.
for me to wake up, and I still couldn't stay awake. And because they got me food to try to help me stay awake, that didn't help either. And so by the time I got home from the midnight premiere around 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., guess what? I had all that caffeine in my system. I had all that food. I wasn't going to go to sleep. So I stayed up until 5 p.m. and I said, okay, I'm going to go take a nap. Um,
Yeah.
uh, 20 hours later, I wake up and I'm like, man, the sun's still out. Man, it felt like I had a really good sleep. Like, man, that was a really good nap. And I look at the time and I'm like, why is it 3 p.m.? I could have sworn I went to take a nap at 5 p.m. And then my
Wow.
dad like ran up to me and he's like, "Oh my God, you're alive." I'm like, "What do you mean I'm alive?" He's like, "Honey, it's the next day." And I'm like, "Oh." And I
Yeah.
opened my phone. I got so many missed calls, so many mixed text messages. Kawhi, where are you? What did you think of the movie? You never responded on and all this other stuff. So
Oh
yeah,
wow.
jet lag, right?
Yeah. Would you say that's your most memorable movie experience?
Well, if I could remember, sure.
Yeah. But like the experience of not just watching the movie, but like the theater going experience. Would you say that's one of your most memorable?
It is because I can only remember when I was awake.
Oh wow. I would say I have three memorable movie experiences. There was three specific ones that are memorable. One of them was when Star Wars: The Force Awakens first came out. Because like this was the first time a new Star Wars movie was coming out in like 10 years. It was a big deal. Like people don't understand when that movie came out, everyone watched it, right? In theaters, it was
Ooh, uh-huh.
everywhere. Yeah, and I remember I woke up at like 9 a.m. to watch it. And usually, because Australia doesn't usually do midnight screenings, so we woke up at 9 a.m. I went to the earliest session in my local theater. Now, keep in mind, my local theater is usually very empty. No one goes there at 9 a.m. It was lines full. People were lining up to enter the theater, and everyone ran in and were pushing each other just to get a seat. And then I remember when the movie was finished, everyone let out a big cheering and like were applauding the movie at the very end. I'd never had a movie
Mhm.
experience like that before because usually I'm used to movie theaters being quiet. So it's
Oh,
nice to actually
okay.
see people clapping and cheering at the end. That was really great. That was wonderful. That was just great because
Aw.
I'm a Star Wars fan. I loved that. That was a great experience watching that movie for the first time. My second most memorable, it's probably the wildest movie experience I've ever had in my life, is I
Yeah.
went to the midnight screening the one time they actually had a midnight screening. I
Mhm.
went to the midnight screening of Spider-Man No Way Home.
Ooh, oh, I know that
Oh,
that was no.
oh my god, dude. That was insane. I never experienced anything like that in my life and I don't think I ever will. I went to the midnight screening of that because Australia was one of the first countries to actually get the movie. So I watched it
Oh.
midnight because time zones, right? We're one of the first countries to ever get it, right? We got like 2 days before America did. And I remember when
Oof.
I watched it, oh my god,
Mhm.
the theater was loud, dude. When all the villains came in, like Green Goblin, Doc Ock, the theater would erupt in applause. And I remember when Andrew and Toby came in, I thought I was gonna go deaf.
Ah,
I thought I was gonna go deaf with all the screaming.
yeah.
But that was a fantastic experience. I'll never forget that. That was such a good time. If I could relive any theatrical experience, I'd relive when watching Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh no, I bet. I think those are really good experiences. It just makes me think back to my first time experiencing that moment. And it was when I watched the Spider-Man, like the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. I was a little girl. I went to the theater. And it was weird
That's
because
how
I'm
I
like,
know
is there
you're
like
old. You were there in the theater to watch it when you were younger.
what?
Because the first Spider-Man movie I ever watched
You
in
know?
theaters was when Spider-Man 3 came out.
Yeah, no, it was the first ever Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. And I remember I felt it was weird because I'm like, it's barely 8 p.m. and there's people like actually like trying to make sure everyone filled every seat up.
I
Cause
remember too, because I apparently when that movie came out, the first Tobey Maguire film, it was huge. Like people loved it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then there was like an announcer guy that was like, "Okay, guys, let's all bunker down," and he was just basically hyping us up, but also reminding us to like keep quiet. Clearly, that didn't happen during throughout the whole movie. Because then Green Goblin came out, everyone was screaming. Everyone saw when Peter Parker finally got bit. Everyone was like, "Oh!" It was just a nice time to be like what, like
Yeah.
a 6-year-old, a
Yeah,
seven year
and
old.
little did we know the ripple effects that movie would have had for the entire superhero industry going forward for movies. Because
Yeah, give
literally,
it up to
literally
Spidey.
without the Tobey Spider-Man movies and the Dark Knight trilogy, superhero movies wouldn't be where they are today. Those two movies changed superhero movies forever.
Yes, and again, props to rest in peace for Stanley. I miss him dearly for that.
Yeah. Hi, Dimos. Hello, welcome to stream.
No.
Um, what is it? My third most memorable movie experience was when I watched the premiere of the FNAF movie. Now, the reason why I was very excited for it is because I've been a huge FNAF fan since the first game came out. I've been dedicated to this franchise more
Right.
than most other franchises, and I remember in 2015 when the movie was announced. I was incredibly excited and waiting every day for some news announcements about the movie, and I couldn't wait to watch it in theaters. Little did I know it was going to come out 8 to 9 years later. I had no idea at the time. It took a really
Right.
long time to come out, but it came out. And the reason why it was such a memorable experience is because we went to just a 7 p.m. showing, and we were like, it wasn't gonna be that big of a deal, right? 7 p.m. I imagine not a lot of people are gonna watch it. I was completely wrong because I thought, oh, because it's not a midnight premiere, I reckoned there wasn't gonna be much people. No, it was just FNAF fans. I've never been in a room where it was just FNAF fans. It was insane. There were cosplayers in our theater, tons of people. It was packed, right? The theater was packed, and it was just FNAF fans. I've never seen that in Australia before, but it's just FNAF fans in one place together.
Yeah.
And I remember, dude, when I was watching that movie, the FNAF fans were so. Okay, I would put it in a way. It kind of ruined the experience to an extent because the being with FNAF fans all in one room and they were cheering and laughing every like 5 to 10 seconds, right? It got pretty annoying, right? Because I wanted to focus on the
Right.
movie. Um,
Mhm.
but there were some very memorable moments. Like the biggest one for me was the scene where William gets spring locked and he said, "I always come back." My entire theater erupted in applause
Yeah.
because we were like, "Oh my god, he said the line! He said the line!" We were losing it. It was so good. It was so funny, dude. And then when the Living Tombstone song played at the very end, like the Five Nights at Freddy's song played in the credits, the entire theater erupted, dude. Like they erupted in applause, and I was one of them. I can't believe they actually put the Living Tombstone song in there.
I like the Living Tombstone.
Yeah. I'm waiting every night to finally Roman invite.
The only other movie experience I can think of that has like it has the opposite, so it doesn't have any eruption, was when I first watched A Quiet Place
Oh, that was
in the
great. What
theater.
that was a great experience. I can't imagine
Yeah.
because I never saw the first one in theaters. I can't imagine what it would have been like.
Ah, you'd have to watch it in theater because what was funny was that I bought a tub of popcorn and I got myself a drink. My fiance got his with like a bunch of crushed ice. So we're like, okay, we're ready. Let's watch this film. And we get in there, and instant regret of me ever getting the popcorn. Because, oh my God, everyone was eating with the preview. And then once the movie starts, it's just dead quiet. You just hear like pitter patter of the sand. You hear folks just quietly eating because of the creatures that go after you when you make a sound. And everyone in the theater just stopped. No one munched on a popcorn. No one munched on a candy. No one even opened up the wrapper. Because the simplest sound, everyone was able to hear it in the theater. It was such an amazing experience for me. I was like, damn, we're all quiet. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Chat.
The ambience.
Yeah, it's so good. Chat. You know what I would do if I had the money and budget to do it?
What?
I'd make my own FNAF movie, and I'd make my own Sonic movie, and my own Spider-Man and Batman. If I had somehow the budget to do it and had the resources, I'd make my own like take on how I would do a FNAF movie and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to do that. That's too much work, but if I somehow had the money and resources, I would do it. That'd be cool to do.
Ooh.
Because I've always had an idea how I do a Five Nights at Freddy's movie when I was young. Because the movies taking so long to come out, being like, how would I do a Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Yeah, how would you?
I've thought about it. I thought it would be interesting. With the FNAF movie. I will. One thing I promise I'll never show is I never showed the kids getting offed. That's a no go.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because
Yeah.
my
No, that's
philosophy.
understandable.
Because one, that's too violent, but also number two, what FNAF has always been good at is always implying violence as opposed to actually showing it, or doing things that allude to the violence, but it's always creepier than actually showing it. Like, I think
Yeah.
one of the creepiest moments in the entire Five Nights at Freddy's franchise I've ever seen was in Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, when you got the main ending of the game, which was you got lured into the back room by William Afton, aka Glitch Trap, right? It's supposed to simulate how he lured the kids into the back room and offed them, right? And then the very
Yeah.
ending scene would be you as Freddy on stage watching as, your murderer is dancing in the crowd, being happy, and you can't do anything about it. You're stuck on stage. It's not so much the visuals of that, it's the implications of that I find really creepy. You know what I mean? Like, they don't
Yeah.
outright tell you that's what's happening, but if you're smart enough, you know what they're trying to simulate there. You're trying to simulate what it's like to be one of the victims, you know?
Yeah. No, I understand that. And that's a really good take on that too. Um I for me, just because you don't have like the instant like offing scene doesn't make it any less impactful when you do so in an implication or in an off screen. There's still various different films are able to execute that well done.
Yeah. You kind of have to show the bite of 87. Not really. The idea of what it could be is always scarier than what it actually could be, is the thing. Because that's the entire thing with horror, right? Horror is always better when it's not explained in detail. It's the sense of the unknown that makes it scary. You know what I mean? Like, why was FNAF
Yeah.
1 so scary? It's because we didn't know why it was so scary, right? And once we learned out what the actual story was, obviously the layers that peeled back, that sort of thing. But it's the sense of the unknown that makes horror so good. Like, for me personally, right? Like, when I watch a zombie movie, I kind of
Mhm.
always like it when they don't tell you where the zombie virus is from.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, that sort of thing. I mean, you can do it as smart, like how Train to Busan does it. And, was it use the story of the zombies as an analogy to the father's neglectfulness to his daughter and to his work, right? Um,
Yeah.
but in general, I always like it when they just don't tell you, and you kind of just like
Mhm.
that's the horror aspect of it. 87 still traumatizing.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't have to show it. It's the implication of it that's horrifying. You know what I mean? And there was the bite of 87. Surprised the human body can live without the frontal lobe. You're like, excuse me?
Oh, I know. That's why I loved it when The Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
I love it because um, the thing that makes it more horror for me is something potentially be plausible enough to actually
Yeah,
have a
exactly.
domino effect of that happening. Because I mean, I've seen documentaries of
Yeah,
how
cordyceps
like
fungi is a real thing. That's a real thing.
yeah, and how they do actually do end up like zombifying certain
Yeah,
animals and
but it's
creatures.
it's it's
So
it's, it's not gonna infect us though, because what is it? Cordyceps fungi, is it? It can infect certain mammals, And
Yeah.
insects, because they have very low immune systems, their bodies are not as complex as us. We have the most complex mammal bodies in the whole world, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are very complex people, like inside. So in order for cordyceps fungi to even take a hold, it's going to take still hundreds to thousands more years of evolution before they can even get to that point. Or they
Yeah.
may not
It's
ever
just
get to, or they may not even get to that point. We don't know. You know what I mean? Like nature always does things.
yeah, not to mention like new species. That's why we're always studying these various different species, these new uh uh how do I call them? Because like they're fungi, but they're also like the type that are able to depending on the environment on where they're at or reallocated, they could be able to like create their own separate species if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, kind of mutate into a stronger one. So it's like there is that possibility too. So it's always that what if that always mind boggles me of the possibility. And I feel like that alone that starts it is actual horror.
Yeah. Hi Tito, welcome to the stream. Um,
Hello.
I think I don't know. I find nature very interesting because it always finds a way. Because we humans always try to destroy nature, or we always try to prove that we're better than everyone else, right? But like nature existed millions of years before we ever did. Nature
Yeah.
itself will outlive us. They always find a way. That's why what I always liked about The Walking Dead, right, to an extent, right, is I didn't
Mhm.
like the implications of the zombie virus coming from aliens because I think that's stupid. But I liked it in the Fear the Walking Dead TV show where one of the characters came up with the conclusion that the zombie virus is just um what is it? Just a form of nature, like and nature fighting back against humankind's misgivings.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great way of putting it. Like you don't have to outright explain what the reason is for it, but I like that interpretation of things because nature does find a way.
I like that too, honestly. The whole kind of like karma is gonna get back at the humans who
Yeah,
have,
exactly.
disregarded nature. Yeah, I like that too. What is it?
We should not be here. I think we have a right to live like everybody else does, but the problem is we have really terrible people as well. That's just kind of nature and how it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Like
It's
like it's one of those classic things. Like good can't exist without evil. Evil has to exist in order for good to happen, or good has to exist in order for evil to happen. They can never be one where one coincides to the other, because unfortunately, it's those conflicts that lead to resolutions that are better for the future. Like we wouldn't have the world that we lived in right now without all the conflicts and a lot of the misgivings of the past. That's just how it is.
that and whenever there's like a whole batch of apples, like there's always gonna be one bad apple in that batch.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just it's how it's always gonna be, sadly. Terrible is an understatement, more like demonic.
Honestly, you're
I
also not
hear
wrong.
ya. Honestly.
Hi, random. We're talking about life, life.
Oh yeah, no,
I
like
like how this does diverge from talking about FNAF to talking about nature.
yeah, yeah, nature or like what would happen like a zombie apocalypse. I still have my books. I need to find them. I know I was in a phase where I was just a survivalist. Where I
Oh
would know
yeah,
what to do if there was like if an outbreak were to ever hit. Like I have steps on what to do. Like I have books regarding that. Uh, okay. Back from the restaurant. Shadow, who is your best friend? Yeah, Shadow, who's your best friend?
does my right hand
Oh.
count?
Sure, we'll count that. Oh my god. Scratching my eyeball in confusion right now. Why?
Why? I'll talk about one more thing before I go to bed. I've already overstayed my welcome, but I've really enjoyed the chat.
Aw, thank you.
Okay, I'm trying to think about one more thing we could talk about. What could we talk about? I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Let's see. Uh, Amy, do you like Revenge of the Sith? Um,
Are you even a Star Wars fan? I don't think you are. Are you?
I've watched the Star Wars series. I even watched the spin-off like Ewok series that they made
Oh
also.
wow, you're actually an OG fan then. I haven't even watched that.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear all of you. Oh my god. Um, but why specifically that film is my question. I'm actually now I have to throw you back that
Yeah,
question.
I
Why
mean,
specifically that film? Because
is it good?
like I know I'm not the only person you've asked this to. So specifically why? Oh yeah, but go on. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, nothing. I'm just saying Star Wars is my favorite fictional universe of all time.
It's a good sci-fi series. I love it.
It really is.
It it was so funny on how I tried to get my parents into it.
See, I'm
Because
surprised because usually that generation were the ones that grew up with Star Wars. It was usually us that it's them that got us into it.
oh no, for me it was the opposite because my parents well, so both of my parents are Hispanics. So they grew up with something else rather than Star Wars. Star Wars was more it wasn't
They grew
really
up with
as
Star Trek.
no, you see my dad grew up with Voltron. He grew up with like Transformer stuff. So he's a big fan of that. But regarding Star Wars, never heard of it. Didn't really interest him. It wasn't until I actually got to sit down with them
Hey,
and
what's
I'm
up,
like, you
Zhao
know what?
Darkness? Sorry, I just realized classic is Zhao. I don't know why you're not mod yet, Zhao Darkness. Here you go. I'll make you mod. Here you go.
Oh, hi there, Joelle. Let's see. Um, I don't know. For me, I just took the lead and I was like, you know what? We're having family night. We're gonna watch the entire series and franchise of this. And then there
Yeah.
was my mom. She was like, "Okay, but can we watch the Ewoks first?" I'm like, "Okay, okay, we'll watch the Ewoks and then we'll watch Star Wars."
What's your favorite Star Wars movie, if you have one? If you were to say one,
Uh, if I were to say one,
because mine's controversial. It's hilarious. I love seeing people's
y-
reactions when I say it.
yeah.
I want you to say
Let's-
yours first, because I bet your one's not as controversial as mine.
uh, I don't know. Maybe mine. It's between. I think my favorite would have to be The Empire Strikes Back or A
Oh,
New
great.
Hope.
A
Are the
classic.
two.
You can't beat the original trilogy. That's the best in the franchise.
Yeah, I like those two. But again, OG. But
Yeah.
go on.
See, my favorite Star Wars movie of all time is The Last Jedi. Ah.
Alright, I mean, but what was controversial about it?
Oh, you haven't seen the Star Wars fandom then. People hate that movie. I love it. I love that movie.
But I mean, like, what I'm asking is where the hate behind that.
I'd rather not go off on a tangent, but it's a very mixed movie. But I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's my favorite. If it wasn't that one, it'd either be Rogue One or probably any movie in the original trilogy. To be honest, like those are perfect movies for a reason.
Oh, yeah, Rogue One's pretty good. I
I love Rogue
actually
One,
enjoyed that.
but
Yeah,
I
Rogue
don't
One is
know.
pretty
But I could definitely say the best Star Wars movies are obviously the originals because you can't beat those. Those are great. But my favorite is The Last Jedi, which is really funny.
good. Yeah. Alright, that's fair enough. Yeah, but the Rogue One was pretty good. I thought you were going to say the Rogue One. I could have sworn I heard more complaints on that, but then again, I kinda, like,
No,
meh, so
The Last Jedi had more. That was controversial when it came out. I love it. The only,
mm.
I've liked every Star Wars movie that's come out. The only one I was not a fan of is The Rise of Skywalker. I didn't like that one that much. Um, I mean, it was still enjoyable, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
I could tell by your
Gaga.
I could tell.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was doo-doo, that's what it was.
Nah, I don't think a single Star Wars movie is doo doo. I think at worst they're like a 5 out of 10.
Oh, okay. See, at least you're nice about it. Let's see. My dad introduced me to Star Wars through the complete saga Blu-ray. Ooh, you have a
Yeah.
cool dad then.
See,
Let
when
me
it comes
see.
to the sequels for me, I really enjoyed the sequels. They mean a lot to me, for personal reasons in my life. But
Mhm.
what is it? But no, The Last Jedi. I love that movie. I think it's a wonderful movie. I love it. I love every bit of it. I know people have issues with it, and I understand those issues, but none of those were issues to me. I just love it. But
Mm.
what was it to me? No, I love Star Wars. It's my favorite fictional universe of all time. And because my thing about Star Wars as well is that the thing about Star Wars is Star Wars really isn't as complex as everyone makes it out to be. It's a very simple series. It's a very simple series. But I
Yeah.
find it's a series that a lot of people misunderstand. A lot of people misunderstand Star Wars.
Well, yeah, I just feel like they get overwhelmed because of the certain side plots, or like the prequels, or certain stories that they dive into or they expand within,
No,
like the
I
Star Wars
remember
franchise.
there was a really good thing that somebody said online, and it's a really true thing about Star Wars about comparing it to the MCU, because the Star Wars fans are comparing like, how come the MCU can make something as good as Infinity War and Endgame, and then the Star Wars doesn't make anything as good that unites the franchise, the fan base. But what a lot of people don't understand about Star Wars is Star Wars. You put superhero fans into a room together, right?
Hmm.
And there's something, and like you put was the superhero fans in a room together, and if you ask them why they like superheroes, they're all probably gonna say the same thing or something very similar to each other, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I got into superheroes because I, love Captain America in the MCU, or I love this one, I love that one, right? But they're all connected in some way, right?
Right.
The problem with Star Wars fans, you put them all in one room and you ask them what they like about Star Wars, all of them are gonna say something different.
Oh yeah.
Everybody likes Star Wars
Yeah.
for different reasons. Like with like superheroes, everyone likes superheroes usually for the same reason. When it comes to Star Wars, everyone likes Star Wars for a completely different reason. Some people like the prequels and nothing else. Some people like the originals and nothing else. Some people like the TV shows and nothing else. I literally had a friend of mine that I introduced Star Wars to, and she didn't like any of the movies, but she loves the TV shows. You know what I mean?
Ooh, ooh, does she like the Clone Wars?
Yeah, I
I
love
like the
Clone
Clone
Wars. Oh, I
Wars.
love the Clone Wars.
I
That's what
know
I
it's such a
mean.
good show.
But that's what I mean. Star Wars is a weird franchise to get people into because everyone likes Star Wars for different reasons. Whereas if people that like superheroes, they usually like those for the same reason. So I think it's impossible to say, why can't it be like this or why can't it be like that? Because everyone likes Star Wars for different reasons. I literally have friends of mine that only watch Star Wars prequel stuff and never anything else. And I get that. That's just how it is.
Yeah, and not to well. No, the games are gonna be separate. I was gonna talk about the Battlefront, but I was like, no, I'm gonna keep
Oh,
that
yeah.
separate. I'm gonna keep that
Have a good
separate.
one, Demos.
Bye, Demos. All right. Oh, oh, okay. Bye, Aki. I didn't even see it. Let's see. I've tried to get into Star Wars for a while. I've only seen parts of the movies and played the Battlefront games. The only full movie I watched in theaters was The Force Awakens.
Yeah, that was generational. Um, what is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. And I remember the one thing I was going to tell you. After I tell you this, I'm going to go and end the stream. My favorite superhero movie of all time is actually the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire.
Oh, and that's the one I got my movie theater experience from.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not,
it's because, to me, right? Because this is how it works for me for my top movies, right?
uh-huh.
One, I can't choose movies in a series. I have to choose a specific movie. Like, say with Toy Story, right? If I were being
Yeah.
biased, I put Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 in my top 5 list, but that's unfair. So what I do is I choose one specific movie in the series that I choose, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to me specifically, and I recognize there are better movies than these, but I don't care because these are the movies that mean the most to me. That's what I mean by my top 5 list, right? There are movies that are critically and are objectively better. Like Spider-Man 2 is objectively better than Spider-Man 1 in every way, shape, and form, right?
Yeah.
But Spider-Man 1 is always my favorite superhero movie. That's the thing, you know?
Yeah, and that's hella valid, especially
Because
if they
that
impacted you at the
Yeah, because I
time
remember
too.
when I was a kid, that was the first superhero movie I ever watched, and that started me down a rabbit hole, and I love that movie. I watched that movie so many times, so that's why, to me, Spider-Man 1's my favorite superhero movie of all time.
Yeah, preach. It just makes me want to go back in time and re-see that and re-experience that all over again. Be that 8-year-old and just see the entire thing and not
Oh
even
god, oh
realize.
god, I forgot I posted a video. All right, anyway, I really got to end the stream. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go. You guys make sure to check out my video that just came out. I forgot I was supposed to end the stream because a video just came out, and I forgot I'm still streaming, so oof. Anyway, guys, make sure you watch my latest video. It just came out. It's an Uno video. Please check it out, guys. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I gotta spam this in chat.